Hi all, Hal here with more Empyrion, Galactic Survival, and what we're doing today is a little getting stuck in the terrain apparently. We're going to do something a little bit different today. What I wanted to do is I've had some people asking about the way the schematics work in the game now. There have been some changes with the recent major update, and what I wanted to do is just walk you through the system, explain how things are going on, and give you an overview of basically how that stuff comes together. Okay, so everybody knows at this point, by default, you're accessing or creating blueprints. You just look at whatever you want to create. So we'll say this wonderful ship right here, right? You press and hold the right Alt key, and then press, while holding the Alt key, you press the letter O. It'll bring it up to store in your library. So we're going to call this Mini Y. I've already stored one copy of it, so what we're going to do is it auto appends a number here for you, just so that you can see where it's at. Okay, and then by default, F6 will bring up your blueprint library, which will bring you to this interface here. As you can see, you actually have two tabs. You have a library and a factory tab. We'll get to the factory tab in a moment. The library tab will alpha sort all of your blueprints. The newest blueprint gets added to the bottom of the list. The next time you restart the game, this will be in an alphabetic order for you. So what you're looking for, the starters will always be down here, and your default names will usually be up here. Now, if you do things like, if you use their naming convention where you have BA underscore the name, then yeah, these are going to get mixed up into your mix as well. So just when you're naming things, just keep that in mind. However you name it, it'll show up in the list. Okay. Now, you have a resources and time field here, and this tells you what you need to have in the factory in order to create this blueprint in the game. What this is the number of actual individual items. So I would need almost 1,000 ingots to make the base that I am currently standing on. 280 silicon ingots, 210 cobalt. Copper, 180 cobalt, 18 growing plots, 10 sathium, and 10 neodymium. And you need this. What this does is it will build everything that is actually placed inside the base, but not resources placed within inside the base. So if you have all of these resources, it tells you how many blocks it's created, what level it is you need to have in order to unlock everything that's created in here. And then you have a total production time. This is real time, so keep that in mind. It is not something that you do lightly. To give you an idea, if you remember last season, actually 2 seasons ago, we did the Flea when we were working on the giant CV. I needed a small scout and attack ship. This is only 74 blocks. It's 15. You need level 15 to actually equip everything because it has the pulse lasers on it. And look at this item count. I didn't realize we had used that much resource building this thing. And even this is 22 minutes to build, almost 23 minutes to build. Now, for the people who are curious, I think this one is it this one? Yeah, this one. So the Hero Arc updated blueprint, which is available or should be available on halidmer.com. If it's not, somebody remind me in the comments down below the video, and I'll get a copy of this updated to the website because it's supposed to be up on the website. For people who are asking, 22,407 blocks so far, and the ship is not even half done. So... But as you can see, I don't actually have the level to build everything that's in the ship, so you're not going to be able to do this until you hit the level 20. It takes almost 1 full day for this thing to be built. We're talking 21 hours at this point. Yeah, it's really crazy. So, but if you have all of the resources, you can do it. But yeah, this way you don't have to actually rebuild it. You can just go ahead and grab it and, just mine the resources if you want. This is actually really beneficial for YouTubers because a lot of us will build things that we want to carry between series, and every time they do a major update, we have to rebuild ships from scratch. So what this allows you to do is to basically have it running in the background while you're doing other things, and eventually you'll get a notice saying, hey, this is done, you know, or when you go and check, you'll see it that it's done. Hey, so from here, if you're in creative mode, you can actually use some of these other things where you can just spawn items directly. You can rename them, you can delete it. You can even open the workshop and publish your blueprints, supposedly publish your blueprints directly to the Steam Workshop. I haven't tried it. I don't know if it works, but I will probably try doing something with it a little bit later as well. I might restart into a creative mode and see if I can do it, see if I can use the publish stuff. The button that you are going to be worried about, though, is this one right here that says to factory. If you go to the factory, it brings you in here and it shows you what you've got in your inventory. And if you have everything you need to create the item that you've selected, this button will highlight. Obviously, I do not have enough resources to recreate the hero arc from scratch. I'm not sure I am going to ever have enough resources to recreate the hero arc from scratch, because I'm kind of curious. Can I put... So yeah, if you drop your resources, wow, you can actually drop blocks in and it'll give you the resource equivalent. That's actually kind of cool. Interesting. So yeah, basically it's like the forges in 7 Days to Die. You just keep pushing resources into it until you have enough to build something. And then when you have enough to build something, you choose what you want to do and you hit start. Let me see. So we have 26. If I do this, whoops, curious. So you have to drop the items in one stack at a time. That's rather interesting and kind of annoying. Let's see here. Ooh. And I do have the level to build this, so sure. Because we're just doing this for an example anyway, right? Okay, so as you can see, we've actually got a bunch of resources in there now. I may actually have... The only thing I don't have is the... I don't think I have the Estrium or the Zasconium. I have to actually go hit the specific planets for those, but that's actually kind of cool. So what I'll do is I think I will leave off actually producing anything for now. And what we will do is, as we go through tonight and this weekend, I'll keep adding resources to the factory. And once we have all of the resources in place, and I'm wondering, can you put... Do I have any raw material? Magnesium powder. Because I'm curious if I have any enough raw material somewhere to if it'll let me drop in. Aha, I do, but it's not going to let me do anything with that because you don't use crushed stone for anything. So alright, so what we'll do then is yeah, I'll just keep working on gathering resources, and we'll come back to that when I have enough resources. So we'll continue on with what we're doing right now. And I did want to show you some of the updates that I made to the base. As you can see, I have started painting in designs here. You have the separation between landing pads, so we actually have a pad here and a pad here. And what I did is I figured out roughly how large each of the ships were and took it a little bit past the length of the ships. So that gives me a parking marker. So when I'm coming into land, I basically can just look straight down as I come in, and that'll tell me where I'm at on the landing pad. And when I'm centered, I can just touch down, and it keeps everything orderly, keeps it out of the way. We did put the hazard indicator here. As you can see, we also have hazard indicator all the way around all of the perimeter of the CV landing area. I've also added some lights, so at night now the landing pad is fairly well illuminated. I do need to place one more light over here in the corner. Did I make an extra? No, I didn't. I do want to put one more here because it is still a little dark in this corner, but it's not like it's game breaking or anything, so I don't really need it there. It's more just a courtesy convenience thing. And like I said, I do use the white marker or the white paint to show the walkways. Let me take you upstairs and I will show you what this looks like from above, because I really like the way this actually turned out. You know, so you've got a nice marked out area here, and then you have the defined area over here. So I still need to figure out what color I want to use for the base itself. I don't know if I'm going to just go ahead and go with Space Engineer Blue or if I'm going to use something else. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. You know, just tell me what colors you want to see, or if you have a color scheme that you think would look pretty interesting, and we'll see if we can produce it and see what it looks like for you. Alright, okay, so that is pretty much what I've got going on right now. I do need to go down, grab some, actually, you know what, let's take the fast way down. It works, right? So what we're going to do is we're actually going to grab, let's grab, I don't know, half of these. Yeah, we'll grab half of those. That works. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop them in here so that we can start making blocks, because we do need a lot of blocks. I don't know. We'll go 100. Yeah, that should take up that entire stack. So yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing at this point then is to go ahead and continue with what we're doing on the CV, which is somewhere in orbit. And it would be really nice if I could see the thing from orbit, but it is what it is. So yeah, and then what I'll do is once I have some blocks made, I will bring you all back and we'll head into space and do a little bit of work on the CV. I'm thinking I'm actually going to do a little bit of re-engineering on it before I get too much further in, so I may have to end up rebuilding some of the things, but we'll see how it all plays out. Alright, and I will see you all back here shortly. Alright, and welcome back all. So yeah, basically what we're doing is we're going to head up to the CV now, go take a look, see what's going on. It should still be open space around us, hopefully. I'm hoping that the drones aren't respawning in the game, at least not here yet. Looks like we are a little bit away from the ship, so we are going to head over this way, see if we can find her. Looks like she's on there she is. It's always nice when your ships get big enough that you can start seeing them fairly far away from the planets, right? So I have been thinking about trying to, I don't know if I'm going to try and bring the ARC CV into this game yet or not. I still haven't decided. I do want to finish the CV that I'm currently working on, and I think that what I'm going to do is actually change this ship up a little bit. We'll see how it all actually plays out, but basically what I want to do is I want to make this block area bigger. I want to basically make it a little bit larger, smooth it out some so that, you know, we have plenty of room for everything. Why does it look like I am missing? Okay, just because of the way I was sitting, I guess. Alright. So we are going to go ahead and kill power here, because I have the ever so lovely gravity generator turned on. So let's go over here. What we're going to do is drop down. Okay, and now that we're here, what we can actually do, because we have a constructor here. So what we've done is we've brought some supplies up with us, and we want this to make, it's going to be 5, so 100, 200 ingots worth, which will give us 400 more metal plates, which is going to give us more than enough blocks for right now. But we do want to go ahead and drop CO2 in. Let's put the additional CO2 there. This thing can make hydrogen, so we'll go ahead and do that. That way we have a little bit of power up here in case we need it. The only thing we don't have up here right now is food. Alright. So I do need to make a refrigerator. I do need to make, actually need to make a couple of refrigerators. But this is going to be our engineering deck. And from here, we are going to go here. Yeah, let's take that one. We'll take that one out. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn that on. And I should have a couple of blocks right now. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to come out at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then we are going to take what we have here. That's pretty much the remainder of our blocks. And what we'll do is we're going to take a bunch of this apart, specifically the lower side here. We'll see how many we can get out of this. It's not too bad, actually. And that's about the limit of where... Oh no, because that's there, so that thing has a 20 tiles. 1, 2, 3... What did we do? 10 there? So 11. So we could go about as far out as we have here. And that should allow us a slightly better... well, we'll be able to have a gravity field out here further. So... that's a very important thing, especially when you are working in on the deep space ships. What we're going to do from here is then we're going to basically take out... Actually, let's go ahead and do that, because we've already isolated all of the, or we've already neutralized all of the hostile ships in the area. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. For now, I will come in and I will put in the bulkheads. I'll put bulkheads back in order to eventually compartmentalize this. But what I want to do is actually set this up as an area where we can move this stuff back, because what I want to do up on the top, what I want to do up here, so is basically to extend all of this out. So what I'm going to have to do is take, I'm probably going to end up taking it back to here, and what we'll do is we'll have the elevator be part of the hallway, and then we'll have doors on either side of the elevator. So we'll have a door here, and we'll have another door over here somewhere, and then I'm going to what I'll have to do, because of the way all of this is working, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away with, because if I bring that back here, yeah, I guess no, I'm going to have to take this out and move that back 1 block, or move this up 1 block. I think I'm going to move that back 1 block. So what I'll need to do is actually to build the warp, or to rebuild the warp drive. Is this thing still pilotable? That's my question. Oh yeah. Rather zippy little... Yeah, it's a rather zippy little ship. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go dock... Let's go grab the Mini-Y. And what we're going to do here is we're going to bring this over, we're going to dock it on the CV so that we have a place to land. And this is part of the reason why I want to extend the ship out a little bit and make it a little bit larger. Because I need to have a hangar bay for the ship. So what I'm going to be doing is building this up so that it's... let's see, we are docked, yes? Okay. Yeah, so what I'll be doing is building this up a little bit, and then we're going to have the upper deck here carry back further. what I want to do is have this be a multi-level area. So we're going to basically have... Do I have enough? I don't have any blocks left, do I? Nope. Have we started making blocks yet? No, we didn't. We're making power. Okay. That's fine. So what we'll do here is let's go ahead and do, I don't know, like 50 just for now. Just to get us started. Because all I really need is a couple. That should be good. And what we're going to do is for the hangar area, we're going to take it to there, I think. Is that right? Yeah, we'll take it to there. And what will happen is this will come out over to here somewhere. I have to come back and put a couple of blocks in. But yeah, basically this will come over to here, and the back portion of this, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to have it so that it is a fly through from left to right, or from port to starboard, or if I'm going to have it be a closed hangar pointing aft. I did think about doing it so that it was pointing towards the fore, so what would happen is you would end up with the hangar overlapping here, which we could still do. Because if we did that, you'd basically, this would become most of the landing area. You would have an actual closed hangar here, which we could actually do as an open hangar. So you would end up with a hangar that runs the entire length of the ship. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I'll definitely put some more thought into it, but we are pretty much out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments or any suggestions, make sure you definitely throw them into the section below the video. I may be slow to get back to you, but I do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. If I miss you, nothing personal. I just ran out of time. And as I am out of time, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic Friday. I hope to see you all here later this evening at 7 p.m. U.S. Pacific for the live stream. For the folks who can't make it to the live stream, no hard feelings. We'll hopefully see you next time. And if nothing else, you get to stop in this afternoon for a little bit of 7 Days to Die. As always, folks, I'm out of here, so take care and be safe out there, everybody.